Visit Sailrite.com for all your project supplies, tools, and instructions.
Hi, I'm Eric Grant. We're going to show you a little tip. If you're sewing next to a hard object and you're using the roping zipper foot right or left, you can actually grind down the center foot a little bit on one side or the other to get closer to the hard object. In other words, your stitch will be closer to a rope or to a zipper. So this usually requires you to buy a second inside foot and do some grinding and polishing. So you may be asking, why doesn't Sailrite provide a foot that's ground down on the side so we can get that stitch closer to hard objects? Well, that's because we don't necessarily need to do this very often. It's very rare that someone would want this done, but it does happen. So that's why we're making this video, to show you how you can grind down an additional inside foot so that you can get that stitch closer. Here we have a 5/16 inch rope, and I'm going to put a stitch as close as I possibly can to it, and I'm just folding it into 100% solution dyed acrylic fabric. We definitely want to move the needle to the right so we can get as close as possible. So I have the roping zipper foot left installed here. If you did use a roping zipper foot right, this large object would probably hit the bracket here. So I recommend that if you're sewing a large cording like this is actually a rope, that you do it on this side with the roping zipper foot left. So this is a standard foot, and this is as close as we can get to the hard object.
Here we're sewing with the inside foot without modifying it.
That's enough to see what it looks like. Let's get it out from underneath that foot. So that stitch is not very close to that rope, as you can see here. Okay, now we're going to get another inside foot and show you how to grind it down. This is the inside foot for the LSZ sewing machine. I'm going to grind down one side, either this side or this side, so that I get closer to that oval cutout in the center so I can get my stitch closer to hard objects. If I have the roping zipper foot left, which would mean it'd be present on this side, I'd grind down this side. If I have the roping zipper foot right, which would be present on this side, I'd grind down that side. I've placed it in a vise, and I'm going to grind down the side for the roping zipper foot left. So here we go.
Since this is a customized foot, you could grind down both sides so you can use the left or right roping zipper foot.
So I've got it ground down to almost where it goes into the oval cutout, and I'm just going to round the inside edge a little bit with a grinder and the front of the toe. Now we're going to polish it with a Dremel tool. Okay, after we have it ground, we're going to polish it a little bit. You can use whatever polishing tool you have. I'm just using a Dremel tool. Well, it's actually an off-brand. You want to just take off all the sharp edges, even the top edge over here. Now let's change out the center foot and put in the one that we ground down and polished, and we'll show you the difference. So here are my two inside feet, and you can see this one over here has been ground down on one side, so it's very close to that oval cutout. This is the one I'm going to install and show you the difference. Okay, so here's the first piece that we sewed, and we'll just start sewing right behind this to show you the difference. Let's make sure we get next to that hard object. Here we go. All right, let's check it out. Okay, so look at the difference. There's the rope here, and here is the rope here. So it's much closer to that rope. Is it right on top of it? No, not exactly, but it is probably 1 millimeter away, where this one is probably 2 millimeters, maybe 3 millimeters away.
We hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, be sure to give us a call or email us. We're glad to help. I'm Eric Grant. Thanks for watching.